Welcome back to another video. Today's Monday, September 1st. Right now, I actually decided to come to a Walmart gas station, and I think it's very important for today's topic to circle around the economy and what I saw between these last couple days and the trip that we took to Alabama. So basically, from what I've seen is there's less people on the roads. Some of the gas stations, they don't seem as busy as they have in years past. Also, another thing that I have seen too here in California is we actually have gas prices that are under $4 a gallon. Now, that's not everywhere. There's still a lot of gas stations in the area that are over $4 a gallon. But when we were in certain parts of Texas, Arizona, Louisiana, and so forth, you did get to see gas prices well under $3 a gallon. Okay, so what I have seen as well too, in Mexico, gas prices are actually more expensive right now. For any of you that travel across the border to Mexico, I don't know how many of you are watching right now that do that, but my recommendation to you is that you fill up the gas over in the United States, because with the peso conversion, it's actually become more expensive. You're paying about almost $5 a gallon in Mexico to fill up on gas, which is kind of ironic because in the past, I always thought that they actually produced a lot of the petrol to be able to have cheaper gas prices, but that's not the case anymore. Walmart gas stations, they're actually not too popular here in California. Maybe in other parts of the US they are, but let me go ahead and show you guys. You can see the Walmart gas station there. In order for you to get these prices, you do have to be a Walmart Plus member. So some of you may be Walmart Plus members. You may be able to get some good prices there. That'll give you a better idea as to what we're dealing with here. Sub $4 for a gallon here in California. Several years ago, that was impossible to find. Usually you would be looking at $5 to $6 a gallon. But if you're lucky enough and you are a Walmart Plus member, you can actually get it cheaper. Now, the last time that I saw falling gas prices several years ago was after 2020. Usually that is a sign that the economy is not doing that well. When you have a situation that you have falling gas prices, that can be an indicator that the demand is slowing. And if demand is slowing, that's going to start hurting different sectors of the economy. Now, from what I've seen is that the layoffs, they are getting worse every single month. I actually have some bad news. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but one of my friends, my good friends, that works in the construction industry, in the maintenance industry, got laid off. He is having a difficult time to be able to find an employer that will pay him his worth. He's not at the point where he is desperate to find work. So fortunately, he can get some sort of unemployment in the meantime, but it is becoming harder and harder for a lot of people in that area and other sectors of the economy to justify their work. As I drive down certain areas of Southern California, a lot of places that have rental equipment, they tend to have too much of it. And I remember several years ago, you could not find certain things. So if you were looking for a skid steer or some sort of heavy machinery, sometimes you had to be on a wait list because there were too many people that were needing this equipment. I think that right now we have also a situation that there's a lot of inflation fatigue. People are just getting sick of it. I've seen online people posting on Instagram and Facebook. Even some of the people that are used to doom spending right now, you can see that they're actually starting to get fed up with the prices, and some of them are starting to cut back. So to me, that's another indication that there's less and less people out there that are spending like crazy. The few times that I've been to a Walmart, you do see a decrease in the amount of people waiting in line. And we all know that Walmart has been hit very hard with theft. There's a lot of theft right now. And so they're getting very strict with the people that actually shop to make sure that they are not taking their products because they have very small margins. Because the demand is slowing down, and all of this is tied to gas prices again. People's credit cards are being maxed out, and so that's making it more difficult for people to continue to spend at these gas stations, because most people that I know put the gas on credit cards, even people that are savvy shoppers. And if people's credit limits are being cut, or if their credit cards are being maxed out, then it makes it more difficult for these gas stations to continue to stay in business. I actually have clients in the past that run gas stations. I can tell you that the margins on these convenience stores are very small. Most of the money that these gas stations make are actually on the snacks and the drinks and all the other things that you can buy inside the convenience store. And this is something that has an effect not only with the construction industry, but also you have people that drive trucking companies. Those are also going to get hurt, because if the demand slows down, then they are going to have less work. And even though the gas prices are lower and maybe they're saving money that way, if they take less shipments or if they do less trips, then that will actually hurt their bottom line. And Walmart is not the only place that's being hurt. You have other stores like Target and other places like Best Buy that are also experiencing a slowdown in consumer demand. And so this is also going to cause more layoffs with all of those employees. If you are an employee at one of these places, make sure that you stand out above the crowd if you want to continue to have your employment there. Because at any day you could get laid off. You're just another number to them. So I always tell people, if you are an employee and you want to continue to stay there, you have to be able to show the management or the people that are higher than you that you are indispensable and that you have knowledge and experience and you have the drive to be able to stay there versus someone else. If you can show them that, then you pretty much will have job security as everybody else around you gets laid off. The only way that this won't work is if the entire company shuts down or your entire division gets closed off. Let me know down below what you think about the gas prices, the economy, and if there are any ways that you guys are saving in today's economy on gasoline. Because even though the demand is down, a lot of people still have to get to work and they still have to do their daily commutes. Even though there's still a lot of people that are working from home, it's not as popular as it was several years ago. One of the things that I like to do to be able to save on gas, and this is something that I have a lot of discipline over the years, is I usually like to use Costco because they give you 5% back. And if you want to use good gas, Costco actually has a pretty good gas. But if you want to spoil your vehicle, you can go to Shell or Chevron and you can sign up for their rewards. They tend to have certain days where you can actually get better gas prices, at least here in California. If you go ahead and you use a good credit card that'll give you anywhere between 3 to 5% back, then you can actually start stacking those rewards as well on top of whatever you're already saving at this gas station. So that is usually what I do. Some people prefer to pay cash as well. As you saw on the billboard that I showed you earlier at Walmart, you can actually get a pretty good price if you couple your cash purchase of gas with your Walmart Plus membership. That would be the cheapest way. Now, this gas station was not the cheapest that I ran into in this area. I know that the cheapest gas right now was actually $3.89 a gallon. here at Walmart, but I did see other gas stations that are actually undercutting it, and it's actually somewhere in the 370s. If this trend continues as we head into the fall, more than likely these gas prices are probably going to go down somewhere probably around $3.50 a gallon. There's certain parts of Alabama, Texas, Tennessee that the gas prices are even lower. They're somewhere closer to $2 a gallon. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and continue with my day. It's actually pretty hot right now. The weather has actually gotten warmer now that the cloud coverage has gone away, and the flash flood warnings have actually disappeared in this area. Thank you for watching my videos. I'm gonna go ahead and provide you guys good content that I think will be beneficial to you, will make you a better person, and you guys take care. Talk to you soon. So my tank was pretty empty right now, and I ended up filling it up right now at $3.89 a gallon. That's what I spent, $64.14.